Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Comfy Org stream. I'm here with Phil, aka Machine Delusions, and we're going to talk about Nunchaku today. It is let me pull up the little prompt here. Yeah, Nunchaku, a Flux a speed boost. I don't think it's just for Flux, but we'll be talking about it in sort of conjunction with Flux today. But I think it is possible to have it trained into other types of models. But yeah, essentially it's a type of model training, type of model type that reduces the inference time by like 50%, maybe more, by doing some precision distillation. Basically, take it down to FP4. You've heard us talk about FP8, FP16, all that stuff. This takes us down to FP4. Normally, FP4 stuff is reserved for 50 series cards only, but there's a workaround here with some Int4 stuff. So we'll talk about all that. I will say off the top, this only works with NVIDIA cards. Sorry. A lot of things in this space only work with NVIDIA, and this is one of those things. Maybe down the road, there'll be some support for AMD. I don't know. But you know how it is. CUDA cores are still the thing you need to do this stuff generally. Not to say our AMD friends are out of the game. It's just a much harder crawl. And yeah, so Phil, you haven't even been able to get the nodes installed, right? So you're probably in line with most of the people here who have thought about this and maybe tried it and then been like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did. I got the nodes installed. I ran into an issue where like the node pack comes with a specific model loader, and when I went to like select the model, it was showing the directories that I have in the models folder and not the actual individual safe tensors themselves. I did get that fixed. It was I don't know. I just updated it to the latest version. I thought I was on the latest version. One of those like just nuke it and just re-download it kind of
Yeah.
fixes. And the last thing I'm trying to get figured out is I'm on a Windows machine, so I have to install a custom wheel, which I thought was pretty interesting for this node pack.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll walk through the whole installation process, but yeah, it does differ from other things in the sense that we do have to install a custom wheel. Luckily, the author of the node pack included a node that does install that wheel for you. So I'll show you all how to do that. But there are also instructions on how to do it manually on your own machine in the GitHub for the custom node for Nunchaku. The hard part is, or the reason that it's a node is because it needs to know the path to your python.exe essentially, which it can determine for if you run it as a node. But if you do the manual install, you'll just have to figure that out yourself and then replace the path in the commands with the one to the python.exe that your specific version of Comfy uses. Remember, the portable version uses a specific version inside that in Python embed folder. Virtual environment will use whichever version of Python is connected to that virtual environment. The desktop version has its own thing going on. So yeah, you'll have to go. But yeah, again, don't have to deal with that. Don't have to do any of the manual stuff if you just use the node. I use the node. It seems fine. I'll let you know if I get a virus down the road, but I think we'll be all right. But yeah, so let's pull over let's pull up the GitHub for the thing so we can see over here. Demo and discussion. There it is. This isn't it. This is me flying away as a butterfly. We'll get to this. This is magical stuff, I know. Okay. Here we are at the ComfyUI-nunchaku GitHub. Go here. The link is in the description below. And if you scroll down on here, you'll see this repository provides the ComfyUI node for Nunchaku, an efficient inference engine for 4-bit neural networks, quantized with SVD quant. I guess that's how they did it. So there you go. Here is a little guide, not a guide, but like a quick show of how it works node wise. Very similar to a normal Flux layout. It just has its own model loader and its own clip loader and a few of its own versions of nodes that load versions of models for this. So if you scroll down to the installation section, this is where we get to the install the ComfyUI plugin stuff. Um, if you use the CLI version of Comfy, you're probably used to this kind of stuff, so you can just follow the GitHub. If you use the regular version of Comfy, like most of us, you can just install this with the manager. Just go to the manager and install it. When you restart it, you'll see a new node in that node folder called Wheel Installer, Nunchaku Wheel Installer. You just run that, and you can spit the text out to a show text if you want, and you basically just run the project and wait. And you can actually look in your terminal window and see what it's doing. The node looks like Nunchaku Wheel Installer. So it looks like this. Depending on what you have access to, you can probably just leave it on GitHub, but there's also Hugging Face and Model Scope. Select the version of Nunchaku you want. And the status here, you just make that a show text or whatever node you have that shows text. And basically, when it's done, it'll just tell you in there whether it failed or whether it worked. So then you would just run like this as a workflow. And then, once it's done, you're good to go. Once you restart Comfy, if you go back over here and look up at the top, there should be an examples folder. Let's have a look up here. Yes, example workflows. Go in there and grab the whichever one you want to start with. Flux One Dev is a great place to start. Super easy. All these other ones have just more parts. So Flux One Dev or Flux One Context Dev, great place to start. Grab either one of these, drag that JSON right into Comfy, and if it complains that the node pack isn't installed, install it with the new manager and just restart Comfy, and it'll be fine. It'll work. Once you come back, all the nodes will be in place, but then you're going to need the models, which are also linked here. So we're going to go back and discuss the model thing one more time. Int 4 is for non-50 series cards, and what's the other one? FP4 is for 50 series cards. So if you have a 5070, 5080, 5090, you want the FP4 version of these models we're talking about. If you have a 40, 30, 50, 60, 90, whatever, 30 or 40 series, you want the int 4 versions. The it's a hardware thing. It's not supported, but they're the same thing. It's all good. It just depends on what card you have. So, and then let's go over to here, and you'll see in this news thing, it says now supports Flux Context Dev. Download the quantized model from Hugging Face. Click Hugging Face, and it'll take you to the Nunchaku Flux One Context Dev model. Go to Files and Versions. Here's what we're talking about here. See the SVDQ FP4, SVDQ Int4. FP4 50 series, Int4 everything else. Grab that file, put it in the same folder as your Flux models, like diffusion models or UNet. I think diffusion models is the right place. Make a folder in there if you want to keep everything sane. And then, just pop it right in there. And the other one you need is, I believe, a clip, special clip. Let's get rid of those before we run this again. Clip. It's bear with me, friends.
Yellow at the top, yeah.
Yeah, text editor. Oh no, it's not a special clip. It's just the regular clip. I feel like there is one more special thing though.
You did mention you had to download one other thing. It was an encoder, but it looks like you're just using the normal
Yeah, I
one.
think you can just use the normal one.
Yeah.
Your mileage may vary there. If it doesn't work out, if you need the special one, it's also on here, I believe. Nodes. Text encoder. No, it just loads the regular ones. Interesting. Well, friends, hit the comments if you have problems with this. But yeah, it looks like it just uses the regular ones. So awesome.
Definitely check the GitHub issues. There's
Mhm.
probably people who have already hit your issues. In my
Yeah,
case, that's where I went.
that's good advice in all these situations. Just go to get the issues page up here at the top. You know how there's like code, issues, pull requests. If you go to issues, anyone who has an active problem with the node is complaining about it here. So look through these and see if any of them match what's going on with you. And if they don't, check closed. And you can sort it by newest. And these are ones that have just been fixed. So that might actually also fix your problem. They might just be sort of hidden behind the closed threshold. So yeah, check open, check closed. um, yeah, usually the answer to your problem is here, if someone's around. But yeah, that's all you really need to do to get a kick in, and then just use let's load up one of these workflows here and have a look at what it does. Moink. Example workflows. Let's just start with Flux One Dev. Doink. Raw. So you can just hit this download raw file button, and then if you just drag that file you downloaded straight in to Comfy and let go, it'll just load it, which is great. So here we go. We got all of our stuff. It is the same setup you always see with Flux. It's just, rearranged a little bit. And some of the nodes have been replaced, the Lora loaders, the model loaders, and the text encoder loaders. Encoder loaders. They're replaced because these models access the data differently because of the SVD quant. Okay, we got our int for Flux One Dev. Oh, that's right. I needed a int 4 version of dev, and I needed an int 4 version of context. That's what it was. You just obviously need the int 4 or FP4 version of whatever model you're trying to use. But the clips, I believe, are interchangeable. So what we have here, you'll notice this Flux One Turbo. This is a Flux One Turbo Alpha. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, see this model here? If you pop this into your Lora loader, I'll put the link in the chat here. Boink. You pop that in your Lora loader, you can turn your steps down to 8 on Flux and still get really good results with dev and context. So it's a nice, it's almost like an LCM situation for SD. So yeah, it's worth trying. I'm actually going to bypass the Lora loaders for right now because we're just going to do like a straight run at 20 steps. Yeah. And let's make sure all these other models work. T5. It wants that one, clip L. We're just replacing the models with the ones from our local folders here. You usually have to do that whenever you open up a workflow because they'll be tied to the last whoever gave you the workflow, they're set up. I think that's all the models. And I was getting better luck with DPMPP2M for this. Do what you want. This isn't gospel.
Oh yeah, yeah. DPM is 2M is usually what I run.
So yeah, let's do a 40-year-old man with beard, gray beard, and gray hair, and black glasses is holding a sign that says it works. Bold, I know.
Revolutionary.
Hey, there's Gokay. What's up, Gokay? What's up, Raheem? What's up, Laminar? Ramon, Cosmic. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Oh, my poor computer. Oh, you know what? I might have just killed my thing.
Oh, I see. Your RAM.
One sec, friends. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Okay, I think we're back. I don't. No, we're not. We're kind of back. Yeah. Okay. So what happened there is I was loading the full version of a model instead of the. Sorry, I'm just restarting my comfy here on the back end here. All right, I got that going. Okay. What happened there? I loaded the. That's fine. Clip, Flux. I don't know what I did wrong. It feels like I loaded a model, like a model that was too big. What happened there? Oh, maybe that. Yeah.
What was this?
I had my T5XXL FP16. I'm going to try the FP8 version. We'll see, friends.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Basically, what happened there was I pizzaed when I should have French fried,
Classic.
as it were. What really happened there was I filled up my VRAM and my computer got real sloppy because I used the wrong clip model. I used a clip model for a GPU that's much larger than mine. Now it's kicking. Here we go.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this is full steps too. So if you were running the turbo Lora at like an 8-step, it would be zippy.
Okay, so yeah, that's actually what I want to talk about. So let's look at this. So that was a 12-second, 20-step Flux render on my 3090. That is
Fast.
a over 30-second generally proposition. So we've reduced it almost 3 times the amount of speed, the amount of time that it takes to render. I can actually show you this on this workflow. No, let me find one of the images. Sorry, a Comfy restarted, so uno momento, friendos. Okay, we're looking for Butterfly Man. There's Butterfly Man. Okay. Okay, so this abomination. Oh, there we go. This abomination of a workflow is just that first workflow with a regular Flux run after it. So all the settings are the same for both runs. It takes this one's a little different because it's context, but it takes an input image, feeds it into context, and then it uses this node pack by some dingus. Some
I am that dingus.
some dingus uses Phil's prompt selector node, which is awesome. You just feed it a bunch of prompts separated by a new line, and then like increment it however you like to increment. There's a million ways to increment in Comfy. The point being, I can then say, run this 15 times, run each prompt, go away, make a coffee, come back. And what it does is it compares um, what Nunchaku does versus what regular Flux does. So let's just try it out here. We'll do a run. I think it's around the. I think we're around the Butterfly Man in the list.
I mean, you loaded it in, so the index should be.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a regular Flux run here. And this is going to take. It won't actually take a minute 10. It will actually kind of resolve down to about 30 seconds.
I mean, you can even tell just by the loading bar at the top of the K sampler how much faster
Yeah.
Nunchaku is.
Oh, we're going to look at them side by side in just a second, Cosmic. You can see what the quality trade-off is. I will say there is a trade-off, but it's very minimal for the amount of time you reduce. So if you're going for finished production versions of stuff, I wouldn't necessarily use this. But if you're hunting and style diving and you just want like fast iteration to do cool stuff, this is great because the quality reduction is negligible. It is worth the extra time to render to get the better one if you're using something you're going to use for real, right? But yeah, as an iteration tool, this is bonkers.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the other thing too is like, if you've been in the community for more than a month, you understand that upscaling is still a big big part of getting exactly what you want. So
Yeah.
getting that first iteration out as quick as you can, and then feeding it into your favorite upscaling workflow or whatever. Yeah, like we're all here to find the right seed and then upscale the one we already know we want.
Uh-oh.
You're still visible, Purz. Yeah, well, Purz figures out.
We're back.
We're okay. We're back.
Basically, what happened there was again, I ran out of VRAM, and it caused my, the audio thing where everything goes all crunchy.
Yeah, it just did it. Yeah.
Oh, is it still doing it
No, it did
now?
it just for like a split second as it was decoding, I think.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I won't run this again live on stream because it's brutal. But yes, okay. So here's the difference. Let's zoom in on this guy here. Get rid of this. Boom, boom, boom. So the one on the left is nunchaku, and the one on the right is regular old Flux. And the speed reduction we got was boop 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 25 seconds versus 1 minute 10. So yeah, double half. I'll zoom in close again. This is context. It kind of looks a little weird when you get in close, but I don't think it looks much worse than the other one.
Yeah, I mean,
And I actually have a lot of examples of this, and I'll just pull them up now while you say stuff. Phil, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, your interface might be clipping every once in a while or
Oh,
something.
sorry, friends.
It's all good. It's not that troublesome. But what I was gonna say is basically, this trade-off is so negligible, in my opinion, that even the hands. I'm looking at the hands specifically. Everything looks like anatomically correct here, and I would be happy. I'd be very satisfied, using this as is, but obviously passing this into an upscaler. Both of them really would get you exactly where you want to be. That like super crispy pixel peeping kind of vibe. But I mean, even when you zoom in and pixel peep, like you got to be looking for the difference. It has to be side by side for you to really tell.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know if it's still bad. Okay. Let me get pure ref up, friends. Yeah, I think as soon as my as soon as my buffer overruns with like memory like that, you basically have to reboot to get the audio back to normal.
Wait, so is the nunchuck one on the left or the right?
On the left.
Okay. Interesting. I like the hands of nunchakus better, but on the right it give you antennas.
We don't talk about the antennas, all right? The antennas are fine. Okay.
Sorry, babe. The antennas stay on.
Yeah. If you know anything about me, you know that I love antennas. Why can't I move the PureRef window? Good lord. What year is it? All right, let me switch it.
The year is 3090.
Window PureRef. Here we go, friends. All right. So yeah, all these the non nunchaku is on the left, and the regular one the regular Flux run is on the right. So yeah, I just ran a bunch of them. I'll just kind of scroll through them here. You can try and compare them. See how you feel. Everybody can see these, right? I've got some covering up my whole screen, so I can't even tell. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Yep. There are some times when this one's actually better than this one, and I think that's. I mean, I don't even know what the difference is there. So again, nunchaku on the left and regular flux on the right.
Yeah, I was doing some little bit of research on what SVD even is, and it stands for singular value decomposition. And basically, it's a fancy linear algebra algorithm that intelligently compresses difficult, or I guess dense, parts of the model weight matrices, and keeps other parts of the matrices at the full precision, or in this case it would be FP16. And
Hmm.
so what you get is basically the benefits of both worlds. You get the quality, the lack of quality degradation, as well as the speed improvement, which I found like super interesting. Also, that dog needs to not look that look at us, look the other way.
I know. It's like, does the dog walking backwards? Is the man turned around? What's happening here?
It's a beautiful sunset. He just needed to look. Okay, no, the dog is fine. What is happening here?
I'm thinking I like the one on the right better.
Yeah, definitely.
And here we get a bit of that sort of texture that can happen. This if you get this, just maybe get away from the prompt you're on. I feel like, yeah, and you can see it in my beard here a bit. This is like kind of normal for like you know uh, flux context like this. Again, this is on the right. This has no nunchaku, so this is just an anomaly um,
Yeah,
that exists.
on my own time, I was bored and I designed my own DIT neural network, just to see how they work and how they, kind of poke and prod it.
Hmm.
And for people who don't understand the difference, like a normal diffusion UNet model, SD 15, SDXL, it's basically like the entire image is getting denoised all at the same time, and it's moving the pixels in latent space. And what you get is the final image with guidance, of course. But a DIT model, it does it in patches, and how they train the model, as well as like how large the architecture was designed in terms of those patches, really matters for things like finer details, and whatnot. And what I'm assuming this like crunchy kind of textury thing is in part like like just DIT by nature. I
Hmm.
was finding the same artifacts in my little training runs.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the fact that Flux Dev non Nunchaku, just a normal Flux Dev that we have running locally, it already technically is a distilled model. So this is a distillation of a distillation, and and so on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, there's not much to cover on this. It really is just, it makes things twice as fast. Um, uh, let's. I'm kind of hesitant to keep running things to kill it because I might kill the stream. But um, yeah, I did experiment with plugging that turbo Lora in, and the quality reduction was not that much. So going from 20 steps from 20 steps to 8 steps is a massive reduction as well on top. But again, you can also use that with regular flux as well. So lots of options here. You can decide how you want to come at this, um, sort of thing. And I think it takes 12 or 13 gigs to infer on Nunchaku. So 12 gig cards might have trouble. There might even be even more quantized versions of this down the road. The model itself is 7 gigs. So It's possible that this actually works in 8 gigs with the correct setup. I don't know. So let us know. Come back and try it and have us know. Could you compare it to adding Shaker Labs Union Pro? I haven't tried that one, so I'm not sure. I can't.
Yeah, it's a control net.
Oh, how does that relate to this?
Basically, just like seeing if it's compatible, I guess, with just a Flux control net off the shelf.
Right, right. Oh, I get it. See if it works with it. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Hold
mean,
on.
I would assume so. I mean, it's just a quantized model. I can't see it not working.
Whoops. Why isn't it? Come on back, Phil. There you go. We're having a time today. I don't know why our faces are so big too. It's just one of those days, it's really hot.
Okay, it's not your machine overloading. It's overheating.
I'm overheating.
Okay.
Trying to get back to the screen. Come on back, Comfy. Share. There we go. So yeah, the Nunchaku text loader. Yeah, all the settings are basically, there's like a 4-bit T5 as well. I don't know anything about that. Good luck. Have fun. Uh, if you get that working, that's great. That might help with VRAM size. I don't know. Um,
That's your 8 gig setup,
yeah, that
definitely.
might be the way to get at 8 gigs, like on a 5070 or 50 50. Are they making a 5050?
No. What about 2020?
Well, they used to be. I thought there was a 4050.
Yeah, Cosmic says my GPU has 65 Celsius. I can smell it. Yeah, man, mine runs at a solid 85 Celsius, just like redlining the whole time. Apparently, they're designed to do that. Scares the crap out of me, but
Well, guys, so does this even work on Linux Ubuntu 2504 with RTX 5090? Great question. Fantastic question.
one of
Keep
those
them
like
coming.
it works on my computer.
Yeah, I don't know. Try it out. Let us know. I don't have I don't have a 5090 to test it. Let's get the chats up here.
Purz, I think you're fine to run a few.
Okay, if my mic goes away, you'll know why, guys. Let's just run one, see what happens. Normally, I do set these up on RunPod and whatnot for these streams, but it seemed like it was working fine the other night when I was on Discord. So, whatever. Live and learn, friendos. Live and learn. 85C. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's getting cooked.
I mean, yours right now is 73.
It was at 85 a second ago.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, friends, it's warm here today.
Yeah, I looked at the forecast for the next week and it's 32 Celsius every single day. Every
No,
single day.
no, 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 no. That's unacceptable weather. Oh, okay, we're using the same prompts. One sec. Let me get over to.
You know what? Like from watching OG Flux render, it's painful. It's painfully slow comparatively, you know?
Yeah, I know. Da, 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 da. I made a bunch of cool prompts for myself the other day. Oh, there it is. All right. Yes, give me. No. Give me 15 hilarious prompts that begin with a man. They pair nicely with my previous Purz series. A man holding a taco like a phone, urgently whispering secrets into it at a crowded train station. Nailed it. Okay, so all I did there was I just asked ChatGPT for a bunch of prompts that I can populate this with because we've already seen all these other ones. So I'm just going to run through this real quick and remove the extra lines because an extra line is a blank prompt, and a blank prompt is not what you do on YouTube. If any of y'all have done blank prompts in the past, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Not safe for life.
Okay. Uh, a man arguing with a parking meter about emotional boundaries. Love it. Love it. So for this incrementer node, I'm going to set the seed back down to 0 and set it to increment, and the max value will be 14, which is 0 to 14 is 1 to 15. We have 15 prompts, and now when I run one, it'll do the first one. But if I were to run multiple, like 15, it would just start iterating through that patch list, and we would just render out 15, well, 30 images. Having trouble installing it. Installed from Comfy Manager. It says 0.3.3. Then when loading the workflow, I get red nose. Installing them does nothing. You try to install the wheel, I get an error from 3 places. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it. I wonder if the wheel node thing is not for Linux. Like, I have a feeling that might be a Windows thing. You'd have to check the issues page on the GitHub for that one. I
For the
honestly not sure.
Yeah, for the first issue, I actually ran into that. I actually had to abandon the manager and go right to the GitHub, get the latest commit, and nuke everything and just download it the old school way, git clone, and then the red nodes went away. There's
Hmm.
something silly happening with the manager, or something's not getting picked up specifically with this node pack. And then I'm still personally working on getting the wheel running. I'm on Windows 11, so
Oh, Torch.
one day Torch will just be a neural network. It'll be neural networks built on neural networks.
What am I eating? Is that a
That's a
tortilla filled with
waffles.
what's in there? Chicken
It's
shawarma?
tater tots for sure.
Yeah, dude. Holding a taco like a phone, urgently whispering secrets into it at a crowded train station. I don't know about that. Nunchaku is so much faster, it's crazy.
It really is. It's yeah. I'm gonna have to plow through these problems because I don't want to use normal dev as is.
Yeah. And yeah, guys, you can like I said, like did you saw the example workflows folder, like you can use it with all this stuff. Don't stop at dev and context. You can use it with all the control net models, the control net Loras, and fill and fill removal.
Don't remove me.
Remove fill as soon as possible.
Damn it.
Oh, right. We only ran the one. I'm used to running like 50 of these in a row. Oh, yeah.
You know what? For anyone who didn't see, I think Human Instrument, or no, Human, built by ACATS, they built a Deforum Flux for Comfy. Really cool. Definitely go check it out. But Nunchaku would be perfect for Deforum. Just that
Mm-hmm.
iterative, like you just need to crank out like
Yeah.
400 frames.
Yeah. This would be a good thing to wire into that for sure. Oh, so it comes with a node to make your own models. There is a merge node, which I believe will quantize your models into. Maybe not. I think it does though.
I'm interested to see a Wan Nunchaku model.
So yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. I wonder if this is, excuse me,
There's no
applicable. I wonder if this is applicable to the IT video.
I mean, there should be no reason why it's not. Um, it's a quantization method, right? So it's not like it's model agnostic. We're just kind of chopping the weights a little short in specific parts.
Okay, I don't think we're doing the prompts in order. I don't know what this one is. But yeah, friends, I mean, you can see how much faster it is, how much longer that one took, how much quicker this one is. I think we're just going to wrap this one up because, like, honestly, aside from just doing about 50,000 more
Totally.
generations, we're not really, oops, there we go. We're not really showing you anything new. So yeah, go forth, play with it. Issues in the issues on GitHub. As always, come by the Discord. Hit up the help channel. Yeah, we'll be back on what's today? Tuesday. Well, yeah, we'll be back on Friday. Um, we are going to dive deeper into controlling things with Juan. I don't know if we're going to do that on Friday. Might do that on Tuesday. Might do it on Friday. But um, the
Lots to
last
go there.
yeah the last stream we did on the Flux Lora training made me feel like you guys want us to dive in a little deeper on stuff as well as the sort of introductory stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll come up with a little way to indicate whether it's a sort of intermediate or beginner stream, whatever. But a lot of you are beyond the part where you need help with this stuff, and you want to really get into the nitty gritty. So we're going to start going a little deeper into the stuff we've already covered, sort of the basics of. So, you need to go back and learn how to use it, do that. But yeah, you'll see more advanced streams coming from us. We'll dive a little deeper into what you can do with face and all the other ways to control Juan. You're going to be amazed. There's a lot of stuff right now. Stuff I don't even know about yet. So I'm actually super stoked to research it for y'all. So yeah, thanks everybody. You got anything to add, Phil? What are you up to this week? You got anything cool coming up?
Hmm. This week, I've been playing around with training 1.3 one,
Oh, cool.
1.3 billion. I, it's such a small model, and the community has kind of been popping off on this idea that like let's use one for just text to image. It's a video model, but just drop it to a single frame and use it as an image generator. And I was diving into that concept a little bit later, or a little bit earlier this week, and I was impressed, man. Like it captures the idea really well. It's such a small model, 1.3 personally. Um, it inferences incredibly fast, kind of like a callback to like 1.5 SDXL days where it's just like zip done, zip done. And so like this coming week, I really want to go through my data sets and curate a nice video data set and try to just see how much quality I can get out of the thing. Purz posted um, a basically an SD Ultimate upscaler for one, and I just got that running, and it works. It totally works. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's basically just like a tile, slice up the thing, render the video in chunks. Pretty standard thing. We've been doing it since Auto 11. Yeah, really powerful stuff. I want to dive more into one.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, and I put it up, but I just noticed before the stream, Ostrus popped up yesterday or today and dropped a
Yep.
one Lora training video for AI Toolkit on YouTube. So go check that out, friends.
Image to video.
Image to video. Yeah. So if you want to learn how to make cool stuff with Juan, that's a really good way too. If he's down for it, I would love to have Ostrus on the stream. So
Totally. Yeah.
we'll reach out and see if we can make that happen because yeah, it's amazing to see people in this community just go at it constantly, and he's been one of those ones that's just like tireless, 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 tireless. So yeah, thanks everybody. Much love. Drive safe. Do all the cool stuff. Yeah, and if you make any cool stuff with Nunchaku or find any really cool ways to make other workflows faster, please let us know in the comments. Add us on socials. I'm Purz Beats everywhere. Phil's Machine Delusions everywhere. yeah, hit us up. Bye bye, everybody. See you next week or
Peace.
Friday.